Lovely. All right. Right now, my laundry's being done, so I have some free time. So I'm just going to talk about some of the things that I didn't expect in Europe and things that people didn't really tell me about, good and bad. Number one is the fact that you have to pay for all your water. For example, if you go to a restaurant in the US and you ask for a water, it's free and you get infinite amounts of it for free. In Europe, it's not like that. They bring you out a bottle and you also have to pay for that bottle. And if you want more, you're gonna have to pay for it. That's something that I don't really like, and it's also something that I never heard about. The second thing that I really didn't expect is how much people speak English. I mean, almost every single person that I've talked to, and I've walked up to them and I'm like, English? They say yeah, and they're able to hold pretty fluent conversations with me as well. That's very different from the US in the matters of, well, nobody speaks different languages there pretty much. I mean, people do, but it's not nearly as common as it is in the EU. Another one that I really didn't expect and nobody told me about is how much American politics matter here. I mean, everybody watches it. It's on the TVs here. American politics is on TV everywhere in Europe. And I didn't know how much of an impact American politics had on other countries, such as Poland. But they really do. Another thing that I really was not ready for, and I mean really was not ready for, is how hot it gets at night, especially in these hostels, because they don't have AC here. So all of the bodies are emitting heat, and I mean, it has nowhere to go. You have to open up a window and hope that it gets it done. But I have been sweating my butt off every single night whenever I sleep. And when I say sweating, I mean I am dripping, man. Another thing that I really didn't expect to see is the amount of bikes that people ride. I mean, Europe has a massive bike culture. Not so much in Poland, but in places like London and Germany. I mean, you might see one car on the road for every 10, 20 bikes. It's crazy. In Denmark, they're trying to lower it by, I think it was 70% by the year 2030. And they're actually on task to hit that, which is pretty cool. Going back to the water as well. For some reason, Europeans have an obsession with sparkling water. Another thing that really caught me off guard about Europe, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but their sense of community. Whenever I was in Berlin, I was walking around going to dinner, and I saw about 600 people sitting on this staircase, right? And I was eating dinner for about an hour. I was just enjoying my time. I walk back to that staircase. There's about 400 more people just sitting there, all talking to each other, which is something that you never see in the US. They also had dance circles where they'd play classical music and they'd have people just dance around them. Look at the area. It's just lovely. I'd also just like to mention that it's pretty much my first week done. And if I'm being honest, I'm pretty homesick. I miss my friends, I miss my mom, I miss my brother. If you're watching this, what's up guys? How you guys doing? I got to call my friends earlier today. Had a really nice time chatting to them. They miss me a lot. My friends are like family. I miss them a lot too. What am I saying? They miss me. We miss each other. It's very different being away from home, especially for this long. I've never been gone from home more than a week, I don't think. Yeah, a year. It's a really long time. I honestly don't think that I'm gonna be staying for the entire year. I don't know. Something else about Europe that I've noticed is how safe it is. I mean, I see little kids walking around by themselves, just out in the main city or out in the park. And that ain't happening in the US. No, you gotta worry about kidnappers. And I guess you still have to worry about that here, but it seems as though it's not as prominent of an issue. It's a lot safer. Now that quick chat's over, it's time to show you guys some of the beauty that I'm looking at, because man, it is amazing. I'd also just like to add that I haven't seen any MILF vans yet. Kind of disappointed. I love my MILF vans. Another thing, just as a quick insert, I already put my gimbal away, but gym culture is not that big of a thing here. Like, I don't see a lot of husky people. I haven't really walked past a lot of gyms either. Just push-ups, sit-ups, body weight. That's what I've been having to do. I don't like it, but it's what I got.